Hey, and welcome back to Gosh Yarn It, where we talk about, you guessed it, yarn and knitting and all things fiber fun. My name is Kelly and I am a knitwear designer, and I'm just so happy to have you here. There are actually quite a few more people here than the previous time I recorded because of the last video that I put out, 10 US yarn companies that I think you should know. I will link that here, and I am planning on doing a follow-up video to that in my next video. I'm not sure if I'm going to just do like a part 2 or if I'm going to do a regionally specific, and make it more of a series. So where I could focus in on different mills and yarn dyers and maybe even farms in the Northeast and then the Southeast and the Midwest and et cetera, et cetera. I feel like I'm probably gonna go that direction, but if y'all have an opinion, let me know. Put it down in the comments. But anyway, if you're into knitting, fiber, yarn, and why wouldn't you be? Like and subscribe so that you can see my videos and hang out when they come up, and it helps other people see them as well. Seriously, go check out that video. I'm gonna link it again. Go check out that video if you haven't, because there are so many people came into the comments hard with their recommendations of other US yarn companies, farms, mills, dyers, etc. that you should know. So it's just a crowdsourced wealth of information in the comment section. So go check that out. It's super cool, and if you want to add to it, please do so. Throw some more suggestions in the comments. Honestly, we can't get enough, okay? We can't get enough. Yeah, like I said, I'm Kelly. I'm a new knitwear designer. That is Waylon. He's our dog. He made an appearance in my last video, and he may get up and roam around, so I feel like you should know him. And my kids are here, but I'm having a quiet moment, so fingers crossed for me that we get to talk. So today is just going to be a normal when I'm working on video. I feel like it's going to be fairly quick. I have some fun stuff, but I tend to be a fairly monogamous knitter, and I get really stoked on the things that I am currently working on. And so I don't usually have a huge wealth of look at the 3 sweaters I knit in the last 24 hours type of thing. So I love to watch those, but I don't have that. But I do have some fun stuff to share with you, and I think we'll get through it fairly quickly. And then next time I post will be another US yarn roundup. Okay, so I guess we should start with what I'm wearing. This is the Sheep Camp sweater by Native Knitter, and it was the first colorwork sweater that I ever knit. And I had no idea what I was doing when it came to picking out yarn. I got really lucky with this one. Actually, because I didn't know how to pick up stitches under the arm. The underarm wore out last year, and I just recently darned it. I mended it, and so she's back in the rotation. And we're excited, okay? Excellent sweater pattern, so good as a beginning color work pattern. Highly recommend. Got nothing but good things to say. I love the way it fits. I wear it a lot now that it's fixed anyway, and before it was fixed. Before it was, yeah, anyway, you get what I'm saying. Let's jump right in. I have 2 finished objects. They're both the same thing, but they're really cute, so like them. Okay, so I knit, well, first of all, I have a couple friends who have had babies recently, and I remember, so I have 2 children, and my youngest just turned 5, so we are out of the baby stage. But I remember being gifted homemade blankets, which is just so sweet, and I treasure them, and they're so great, but also I have a lot of them, and they don't get used, and also you feel bad about like donating them, you know what I mean? Because they were made, and anyway, I didn't want to do anything that felt burdensome like that. My one friend, she actually made my my oldest, when I was pregnant with my first baby, she sewed her a stuffed animal that she still has. And so, and this is her, my one friend, this is her last baby. So I figured, why not knit her baby a stuffed animal? So this is Bun the bunny. I'm hoping that it's focusing on said bunny, but if not, how cute, right? Y'all, this was the simplest pattern. Okay, so this is Bun the Bunny by Marielle Skudell. We're gonna stop there. I'll put the information on the screen and below. But look how cute it is. It was so quick. This one is knitted in a heavy DK. Obviously, gauge doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so this is my second one, and you can see this one's a little bit bigger. That's it. That's all that's gonna happen. If your gauge, I didn't even gauge swatch because who cares? This one was knit in a cotton yarn. This is going to a friend that I just didn't, she might not be as familiar with like caring for wools, and you know what, she's got her 3rd baby. We don't need to mess with any of that. This is just cotton, and I thought that would be the easiest thing. So yeah, anyway, this is like more of a worsted weight, true worsted weight, so it's a little bit bigger. You start with I think it's called Judy's Magic Cast On here, and you knit down, you do, increases, and then different rate of increases. Then you bind off for the legs, you do one leg, you do the other leg, and then you knit the ears separately and you sew them on. And it took me, for one of these, it took me casually a couple days. Very, very casually. And I just thought, how sweet. There's no safety eyes, that you don't have to worry about any kind of safety eyes with these. You just get whatever you can, make a little face, and kids, they're gonna suck on these, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna like put the little ears in their mouth and carry them around, probably drag them around by the ears if it gets used. If it doesn't get used, that's fine. But yeah, so that's for one of my friends, and then this is for another one of my friends. This one is in wool. It's stuffed with cotton, but my one friend, my one friend, she knits a lot. She's got a lot of wool around the house, and so I knew that wouldn't be burdensome for her. But I just use scraps for these, which is great, and there's no like the most fiddly it gets is with the legs, and it's not fiddly. It's just, I've tried stuffed animals before, like more intricate ones, and didn't like them. I didn't like doing it. And so I wanted to go for something really simple. Listen, if you need a quick baby knit, or, I'm thinking about like having this as a pattern that when I'm like, oh, I'm kind of in between things, I can just pick up some scraps, knit a little bunny, and set it to the side. if my children don't claim them. And then I have some gifts to send people who are having babies, because come on. It's so cute. So anyway, obviously you can tell I'm obsessed, and I love the pattern. It was so easy to follow. The only change I did is the pattern designer has you knit or increase in a specific way, and I like did my increases slightly different, but same difference. It was just for like a ease of doing it. And so cute. 10 out of 10. I really don't know if I have anything else to say about that other than if you need a quick and easy knit, do it. If you've got a baby shower coming up, come on, let's go. If you want a stuffed animal yourself, why not? Anyway, it was simple enough that I could do it casually, but engaging enough, you know, with the increases and whatnot, that I didn't get bored of it. So I'd say that's a win. Okay, so those are my only finished objects. I have currently 2 whips. I'll start with my jaunty shawl. Okay. I cast this on, I don't know, sometime at the end of winter this year. And I have it on hold currently. I'm probably about halfway with it, and you know, now going to be working towards the decreases, which is always fun. I don't really know if any of you have knit this before. How long did you make it? Like, how long did you go? I am feeling a bit indecisive about this. I really am enjoying knitting it. I love the texture of it. It's a half fisherman's rib. Oh, so this is Jaunty Shawl by Andrea Mowry, if you don't know. I'm working it in Green Mountain Spinnery Lana, and I'm just holding it double. I just caked up some yarn and I'm taking from the inside and the outside. I know some people don't like to do that, but currently I haven't had problems with it yet. So that's what I'm doing just to make it easier for on-the-go knitting, because this is it's a pretty basic knit. But it is on pause. I feel like because I'm going into the summer, I don't really want to knit on it. And it is just like, it is very basic. I don't know. It's a great knit. You know, like the half fisherman's rib is so fun to knit. I think it's that like perfect point between like engaging and relaxing. I can definitely knit this while watching something or talking to somebody or whatever, even out walking. But yeah, I probably just because we're going into summer, that I was just like, we're gonna put this on pause. So anyway, I don't know. I'll probably pick it up again soon, but TBD. Love it though. And the texture, y'all, the texture on this, I hope you can see it, but the texture on this just makes you want to squish it. It's so good. Okay. Now to get to the really exciting whip, which is going to be my, so I have a pattern in testing right now. That is the balsam root sweater. Balsam root is a sweet little yellow flower that's in the sunflower family that grows out west, and I love it. And I will talk more about that when that pattern closer when that pattern's coming out. But my pattern after that one is going to be called the bitterroot sweater, which is a purple flower, also grows out west. And I got yarn support for the first time for this sweater from Farmer Daughters Fibers. I'm using Pishkin. It's a US sheep to skein yarn. And their colors are just so good. Okay, so let me show you. This is going to be a raglan. Okay, it's on the needle. So, and I don't want it to slip off. So it's a little scrunched up, but you can get kind of an idea. The collar's not on it yet. So, I love this so much. I love this so much. So it's a raglan color work, which means that you only have to do color work in the round and it's top down. So, working within the repeats, knit as long as you want to, babe. Like, knit however long you want to or however short you want to. It is your garment. Make it how you want it. And the collar gets added on, like you don't, you start off by casting on and knitting down, not the collar. I said that in a really confusing way, but you pick up for the collar. Goodness gracious, that took me a long time to get to. You pick up for the collar, and I know some people love to just like get it all done in one go. One, it provides more stability within the garment so that you don't get that stretching out deal. But also, I feel like it makes it so customizable. If you don't like the pickup ratio that I've given you and you get a different pickup ratio, like you want to pick up more or less stitches and it looks good, go for it. You know what I mean? Like if you want to knit, if you kind of get halfway down and you're like, you know what, I actually only want this much of a collar, or maybe I want to knit it in this color, not the color of you don't need to make those decisions at the beginning. You get to make those decisions later. And then guess what? If you are like, okay, I want to try out the collar in this color, and you pick up and you're like, nah, that was a bad call, you just take out the collar. Anyway, I love this way of doing it. You also don't work short rows. You work the collar, like you work you are getting the back raised up a little bit, so it is like short rows, but you are increasing at the front of the sweater instead of working short rows, if that makes sense. Anyway, I just feel like it's a better flow. I like it, so that's the way I do it, or that's the way I am doing it. That's the way this one is being done. Anyway, I am stoked on this. I know the light is changing a lot. The sun is going behind clouds, so I apologize if this is all weird lighting. But this is going to be a stunner. It's going to be all over color work, and I think it just might be my favorite sweater ever. I obviously am working through it right now. I'm writing the pattern and getting it tech edited, and then I will have a call for testers. So if you are at all interested in being on my testing list, so my tester list, there's no obligation. You're just signing up to be like, yeah, I want to know. I want to know when you're doing a testing call. Right now, since I'm kind of at the beginning of this whole journey, I put out tester calls everywhere. So on social media, on my newsletter, etc. But I eventually would like to, on YouTube, I eventually would like to move to only working within letting people know who are on a specific testing list. So if you would like to be on that list, again, no obligation to say yes to any test knits. You're just being like, yeah, I want to know so that I can be one of the first to say yes if I want to. I will put the link to a Google Doc or a Google form below in the notes section, the thing. that drop down thing. Anyway, I will put it below, and you can go onto that Google form, fill it out, and have your name in there, and you will be the first to know when this has a tester call. And I'm just so in love. I'm just so in love, and I would love for you to be in love, and I would love for you to join me. I feel like my tests are very friendly and happy spaces. And yeah, anyway, I'm not ready for a test now, but I will be soon, so get on there. Okay, so that's my bitterroot pullover is probably what it's gonna be called. It's by me. I don't know, it's just gorgeous, and I'm very happy with how it's working out. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of it. Coming up, like I said, my next video, I'm going to be talking more about US yarn companies that we should all know and be celebrating. Someone in my last video commented that US yarn is expensive, and yes, that's so unfortunate. A lot of that has to do with the ability to manufacture it here is so limited, and it just makes it more expensive. Part of it also has to do with how well people are being paid, how well the animals are being treated. So those are all things to think about. But you know, if you don't have the money for it, you don't have the money for it. This is just information for you to know. Maybe this, you know, you're only able to buy US yarn once a year for one project. It's your save up project. Then it's just information for you to know. Also, if you can't afford the yarn, but you want to support these companies, go give them a follow, go give them a like, shout them out, you know, talk about them. There are many ways to support US yarn companies that don't involve directly spending, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a sweater. Not everyone can do that. A lot of people can't do that. I get it. I am also in that realm. There definitely are people like yarn companies that are more affordable. You know, I think Green Mountain Spinnery is pretty affordable. I think Harrisville Designs is pretty affordable. I think I made my framed sweater out of Harrisville, and I think it cost me like $90, something around there, for a size 3. And again, that's not cheap. I get it, but it's also not $400 for a sweater. So I don't know where I'm going with this rant. It's all to say, you know, no one's pressuring you into doing anything. This is just information and just a place of celebration. That's all. So that's going to be my next video, is more on the yarn front. I also am thinking, so obviously I'm working on the bitterroot sweater right now. I'm thinking for the next pattern that I'm going to start on, I think I'm going to start on some socks. I've got some ideas for some quilty looking socks, and that's all I'm going to say for now. I would love to know what you are working on, and yeah, also if you do have any opinions on how you would love to view my next videos about the US yarn, if regionally sounds good, like fiber shed type regionally, if you would prefer a deeper dive and go state by state, or if you have, you know, if you're like, well, let's not get that too deep into it, just do a part 2 roundup. Or if you have no opinions at all, let me know. Put a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Again, please like and subscribe. It really does help. I so appreciate you all being here. I love to see all your comments. I'm doing my best trying to like keep up with all of them. You all are amazing. I honestly love the knitting community so much. So much. I know that this isn't primarily, or it's like not only a female space, but I do think it's primarily a like female dominated space, and I just love that. And it's just so wonderful. It's just such a wonderful community to be a part of, and I'm so happy to be part of it with you. Yeah, again, let me know what you're knitting on. Let me know what you're excited about. Let me know what's coming up for you. Just say hi. Anything. All right, I will talk to you soon. See you next week, or not next week, the week after. Okay, bye.